As you can see, in 2007 there under John Smith. Also, the latest was in 2019 under the great legendary Siya Kolisi. Can we? Oh yes, yeah, guys, how things have changed. Stating the obvious, but anyways, that doesn't matter. But we are still happy that every single challenge that we've been in, we've actually brought it home. Well done and congratulations to the Springboks. It is time to celebrate now. Since we are still in celebration mode or mood or celebratory, if you were born on this day, Supa TV, and I wish you an awesome happy birthday. We celebrate you today. Now, before I actually share with you who you also share your birthday with, you should be excited if you are born today. There's a WhatsApp message. I've never thought about this, but I think it's track and field, water. It's track and field, water, motorsport, and animals. Do me get it. Do me. Please stop it. And she's even put in a laughing emoji. Wow. Okay, so you share your birthday today with. First one up is former international South African cricketer Vernon Darrell Philander. Now, he was a right-handed bowling all-rounder. He had previously represented South Africa at the under-19 level. He played the South Africa national cricket team as well as the Cape Cobras in South Africa in domestic cricket. Also, with the Olympics coming up, celebrating her birthday today is Olympic athlete, long-distance runner Dominique Scott Efford, who represented South Africa at the 2016 Summer Olympics. Now, my goodness, my director just said, if you don't do 20 minutes on this one, it's not a birthday. So, we all know him, the great, legendary Lionel Andres Mercy. Now, he's Argentinian, he's very cute, and he's one of the world's best professional footballers. Now, he's played as a forward and captains for both the Spanish club Barcelona and the Argentina national team. He has played 925 games. He has scored 745 games, 356 assists, and he has won 34 trophies. That's 745 goals, that is. What a legend. He has won the FIFA's Man's Player. He's won 6 times the Ballon d'Or award. He's a 3-time winner in the UEFA Best Player in Europe, 21 times Top Scorer Award winner, 10-time Player of the Year, 4-time Champions League. 10-time Spanish champion. 7-time Spanish Cup winner. My director's like, take the whole day even. 8-time Spanish Super Cup winner. 3 times FIFA World Cup, FIFA Club World Cup. 1-time winner under 20, that is World Cup champion, and also 3-time winner for the UEFA Super Cup, and also an Olympic medalist. What a legend. So, I still have the question, what are the 3 different types of sports? I think it's Lionel Messi, and Lionel Messi. Let us bring on Kamu.
Sorry,
there. Yes,
So, when you mentioned Lionel Messi, I went into Kamu's status, and guess who's there? And then I also went into Jacinta Ngobe's Messi status, and guess who's there?
It's a Mercy Day, guys. Kamu, how are you doing?
I'm well, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. So good to see you.
It's good to be back. I missed you guys last week.
Yeah, definitely. We are having you in next week. How's things going? How's your day been?
My day's been good. Nothing hectic. I'm just being very excited for this.
Okay, so I have this question, right? What are the 3 different types of sports?
I would say this is a trick question, but I think it's safe to say, I don't know, is it pitch, court related sports, and I don't know, MotoGP related sports?
You are so wrong. Far from the answer. Yes, when you are getting closer to, when you're playing hide and seek, or you've hidden something and someone has to find it, and then the closer they get you, like you look warm, you are very cold.
Well, I guess I missed it.
Okay, so Kamu, let's start off in cricket. Debs, also, can we take on the website under match info? Can we go under Cricket International? England is in the lead, leading Sri Lanka. They won. They are in the T20I. They've won by 8 wickets. And today is day 2 of day 3 with England in the lead. What's your take on the Kamu?
England has the upper hand, so of course everyone would be looking forward to betting towards their side. But then again, this is Sri Lanka we're talking about. They know how to bounce back. They know they have a very steady head on the bat. So I think the game is not, rather the test is not yet over until Sri Lanka also sets a statement. But for now, England has the upper hand. But I do trust Sri Lanka to come back. Maybe not a win, but definitely adding pressure to England.
And I mean, they've also been playing back-to-back. So it's like back-to-back games for England as well. So I think they might, but I don't think they'll win this one because already they've started. I think it's always better to bowl first, you know, to bet first. I mean, because by the time you're bowling, by the time you get to bet, if you're doing it second, you're already tired, you know, because you've been playing. So back-to-back games there, it will be hard. It will be a tough one for them to get back. And they decided to choose to actually, you know, that they'll bet first, and it kind of backfired. But I hope they'll have a better game in the next game coming up.
I think them choosing to bet first was more of a let's see how far we can go so that we know we're adding pressure on them. And it's always good to start with the highest score. So them betting first was more of a psychological effect to England, to putting pressure on them, and they thought they were comfortable. But England really came through, and it's going to be a very difficult one moving forward. But I trust that they'll add a bit of pressure. They might not win it. I don't see them winning it, but I definitely see them adding pressure towards England.
Yeah, and I mean, kudos to Joss Butler. He had a great game, as well as Adil Rashid, who, you know, was a great pick for the bowlers as well. So it's going to be a tight one. It's really going to be hard catching up, but I'm wishing them nothing but the best of luck there. And can we quickly take the website, guys, so that I can show you where to find England and Sri Lanka. So you will find it under international, and it will be under T20I, the series between England versus Sri Lanka. That is the game that they took on yesterday, with England winning by 8 wickets. And they will meet again today at 7:30 tonight, so you can start getting your bets in. The favor is on England's side. Like the bookies are saying that the game is on their favor, so hopefully they actually fulfill that. But if you want to take a chance, you can place your money on Sri Lanka and just pray that they actually do win. But yeah, 130 with 2 outs on England and 129, 7 out with Sri Lanka. It's going to be hard to catch on with that one. Okay, so that's it for now from our cricket side. But going into the rugby, we had a game yesterday under the Currie Cup with the Lions taking on the Western Province. Great bounce back from the Lions.
A very good one, because considering they lost in the first game against the Pumas, they literally had to make up for this one. And it was a very tight game. Looking at the scores, very close, 38-32, with just 6 points away. So yeah, it was very close, but kudos to them for coming back and coming up with a banger. You know, it was a very tight game on their end, and they are playing again in August. So I think them winning this one somewhat builds momentum and confidence for their next fixture.
Yeah, and I mean, it was a very good game, because within the first 20 minutes, they had control over the game. Lions had control over the game. They opened the scoring account as early as the 6th minute when Sibusiso Sangweni, they had 24-10 at halftime. So it was going to be hard for the Western Province to actually, you know, beat them, but they really came through in the second half, because they then went from 10 to 32 points.
I think it's always good to somewhat set the standard in the first half, because you know that coming into the second half, there's not much pressure but to maintain the gap that you've already created in the first half.
Yeah.
And then come the Western Province putting in that much pressure, then they started getting a bit nervous, but they knew that they still had a couple of points away from them, which is good for a game. You don't want to stumble and panic within the first minutes of the second half. You literally just want to relax within those minutes and then start building up from there. So it is good strategy for them to actually start hard on the first half and create that gap.
Yeah, and I'm very impressed, because I mean, 46 minutes in, the score was still 31-10, and they really came through. I mean, 46 minutes in, you've got about 34 minutes to actually get those tries in. So I was very, very impressed with the Western Province. And I mean, they caught up 38-10 from the second half, coming through with tries from Augustus and a penalty try from David Smith. They also had two conversions from Swiel, as well as two penalties from him. So the second half, Shane, they had just over 30 minutes to come in and fight in that game, and they really, really did that. So kudos to them. I'm really, really impressed.
They did a really good job. I mean, the last minutes of the game were the most difficult ones, and them having to come up with such a score and fill in the number of points that they did. It was very good, very impressive, and it shows the coach's philosophy as well, and what happens during the halftime break in those locker rooms.
Yeah, and tomorrow the Blue Bulls will be taking on the Pumas, so I'm pretty excited about that game as well. So just under the website as well, under Curry Cup. On the fixtures, we've got tomorrow at 7 p.m. the Blue Bulls taking on the Pumas at 7 p.m. So you can definitely get your predictions in, get those bets in with that 50 rand sign-up bonus as well as a 200% bonus, because that's where you can spend your bonus money by placing a single bet on your sports. Okay, so with all of that being said, let's take a quick one. Gama and I will come back and catch up on some football right after this. We're going to take just a quick one, and I'll see you right after this.
This is for the sports lovers, the first-time sports better, the sports punters.
Let us go play some bet.
For highlights on the top sporting events around the world and sports betting tips. Know your odds.
If you want to use your bonus money, this is how you place your bet.
Don't miss Supa Tracker, Monday to Saturday at 4 p.m. Only on Supa TV, OpenView Channel 150. You are watching Supa TV, OpenView Channel 150.
Today I'ma wake up a new man, driving a new road, develop a new plan. I'll never be blue, man.
You are watching Supa TV, OpenView Channel 150.
Oh yay! So okay, so I'm told that we are running out of time, and Gamu and I just, I think we should cut out the breaks, Gamu. What do you say? If you
Can we
just
have a 1 hour show?
right?
That's
I mean, I need a hint and judge, guys. Nizwile. If you've just joined in, this is Supa Tracker on Supa TV Channel 150 on your OpenView decoder. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for choosing us. Now, earlier we just spoke about the current score with England and in the cricket taking on Sri Lanka in the T20I, and England in the lead there. Also, we just went into some rugby results as well. And today, right now, we want to catch on what's happening in the world of football. My question earlier was, what are the 3 different types of sports? I've gotten the weirdest of answers. I will take your answers, but I will give you the actual answer towards the end. Quick one, Gamu, Mandla Ncikazi, what's going on there?
Orlando Pirates are looking forward to signing Umandla Ncikazi, as he's been one of the most top-notch strikers in the PSL. No, wait, sorry. Mandla Ncikazi.
Yes, that's
from Golden Arrows.
Yes.
yes. I just got stumbled a bit. So we have him as our coach now, as an assistant coach. He'll be helping Zimbabwe and the team's technical abilities and just polishing them. And I think it's good that we have someone who is South African, someone who understands the game, and most importantly, someone who is a bit more younger and a bit more commercial and more exposed to South African football, because of late we've been signing these international coaches and they're not really doing the job because they do not really understand our style of play. So having someone from home will definitely enhance the boys' style of play, and hopefully the boys will resonate more with him than any other coach.
Yeah, a rumor has it that Renelo Letsulunyan might be retiring.
Yes, I read about it. I honestly think now is the perfect opportunity for Yeye to drop the boots, or rather hang the boots, because he's had a phenomenal career in football. You know, he played in the 2010 World Cup. He was and still is the all-time favorite Amakosi player. And time flies, and some people have to leave. He was playing alongside the likes of Pure Shabalala and Bernard Parker back in the days. Even though Bernard Parker has not yet resigned, I do think now's the time for him to hang his boots, because he didn't have much of an exciting season with TS Galaxy. It was more dull, if that's the right word. He had no assists, no goals, none whatsoever. So rather hang your boots while it is still good and bow down gracefully.
Yeah. Mongingo Sintuli, Amazulu might be rejecting the offer that bafuna ukumthatha. They want to steal him.
It is not a steal. It is called a transaction. Please, can they
Love that.
Pirates? Can they just give it to Orlando Pirates?
Yeah.
We just do need him. And I think at this point, Orlando Pirates is seeing some of the mistakes they had in the previous season. Also, there are rumors that Thembinkosi Lodge might be leaving. So I think he'd be the great substitute for Thembinkosi Lodge. So, I mean, if it works out, I don't see a problem why we shouldn't sign him. Though I also do think that Orlando Pirates and all of these big teams should be looking forward to signing younger boys compared to these established boys, because at the end of the day, signing players that are more or less in the same age group as the ones we are letting go of is not going to help us in any way.
Yeah, okay, so before we just quickly take on one game from our results from yesterday, Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, he's matched the record for most goals scored in international football. What a goat!
Cristiano is the gent he thinks he is. He's the footballer he thinks he is. He works very hard, and I think now's the time to stop hating on him and just appreciate what he's doing for football. He's broken records more than any other player, more than Lionel Messi himself. You know, this is where the skill comes from Ronaldo, and the talent stays with Lionel Messi. He's done an exceptional job, and he still continues. 37 and still breaking records. That's a big for a footballer.
Yeah, definitely, and he looks like a good snack. Okay, maybe a full meal. Okay, let's quickly just go on the website. I just want to pick on one of the games from yesterday. Under match info, we will go to stats and then soccer. Under the Euro 20, we will wrap it up. We only have just less than a minute. There were so many games on. There were 4 games that were happening last night. Let's go under fixtures, Mr. Debs, and then 3. And we are headed. Can you see 3 at the top, next to the 8? So let's go that way. Yeah. Number 3, let's click under 3. And we are headed into the round of 16 as well. Let's scroll down. Yesterday, big game, Spain 5-0 with Slovakia. I think that was insane.
It was. I think Spain somewhat reminded us who they were, and they reminded us that this is a Euro tournament, because they've been very dull. They haven't really been playing the style of play, or rather the type of football we know Spain to be playing. So this win was very big. It was very exciting. I still don't understand why they still rank second. They just need to pull up their socks and push for the round of 16.
And I mean, with 2 goals within that 5 were own goals. Okay, so just to quickly wrap it up, Portugal. I mean, the man himself scored 2 goals right there. And France, it was a draw of 2-2. What was your take on that game?
I felt like it was more of a Real Madrid versus former Real Madrid star, Ronaldo versus Benzema. They both really came up. Of course, Paul Pogba playing very crucial assist there to Benzema. So it was a great game. Portugal had the upper hand in terms of scoring the first goal, but France really stepped up and they had more possession of the game, which is very interesting to see both teams go head to head and actually see the dominance from both sides. So I'm really excited at the round of 16, and hopefully both players go to the semis. Both teams rather go to the semis.
Definitely. Okay, so that's all the time we have. But Gamu, before you go, as I asked earlier, what are the 3 different types of sports? I want you to have your tail behind your legs as we leave the show. I think it's got to be 4 though. So there are so many sports, right? But they are categorized as individual sport, dual sport, and team sport. It was a trick question. I also think though they should just add life on there because it's such an extreme sport.
Please, like, I feel like we need life insurance for actually investing our time in sports because this is not on.
Yeah, well, that's it for Supa Tracker for today. Thank you so much, Gamu. Have a great day, and we'll catch you next week when you come into studio. I'll be back next week on Tuesday, though, and Mr. Nose will hold it down from tomorrow all the way through to Monday. Don't forget the Couple Show tonight at 6:30. We are excited with a super guest, SK Cause, coming through. We also have an exciting gaming guest as well as a website tour with the gorgeous Mrs. Gator. That's it for me for now. We'll see you right after this.
You are watching Supa TV, Open View, Channel 150.
I'm Itumile Monamata from Sunnyside Superbets branch. Watch Supa TV on channel 150, Open View, your place to play.
Let's see the next bit.
Yeah, boy. So, come figure. No, mama.
Wait, pause. Obi, pause.
Tabis, obeta li dorongwe.
Okay, guys, I need concentration on this one. Can we start the video from scratch? Just concentration for a second. And we need a little bit more volume there, so can we get volume there? There on the side, there. Okay, let's press play, listen.
Yeah, boy. So, come figure. No, mama. You are bora, man. But, Tabis, obeta li dorongwe. Eish, mama, hey, and it's my fundi, so I'm not going to right.
Wait! Who are you?
Marawangi, wait.
I do?
Pila fail, Marawato change. Oh, wait.
Who are these guys that have so much time on their hands, they come up with these scripts?
Wait! Who are you?
Marawangi, wait.
I do?
Pila fail, Marawato change. Oh, wait.
Wait, can you pause? Can we go back to videos? Just go back to video number 8. Let's just go back to videos. Let's just go back to videos for a second. I want you to hear now the context of that video. Go back. Go back again. Go back again. Okay, pause.
So, come figure.
So this video, you hear what he's saying? Do you know where he got that from? He got that from the priest. So listen to what he says at the end. It's like a full circle of a joke. Let's hear what he has to say.
No, mama. You are
Well,
bora, man. But, Tabis, obeta li dorongwe. Eish, mama, hey, and it's my fundi, so I'm not going to right.
Wait! Who are you?
What gives me the most that I hear, like when he dreams it somewhere else, it's gonna be better because we really. Mama, let's press the next. Let's go to the next video.
Marawangi, wait.
I do?
Pila fail.
This one is also a mess. This one.
Oh, wait.
This one before he goes to
the
blue.
house, because
Wait, pause.
push
Obi.
button, you push the button.
Before we play this video, I just want to ask you one question. Do you know anyone who owns a car where they don't need to put keys in the ignition